Hi, Streamies. I'm Kristina.
And I am Kristen, and we are your hosts for Up Next.
We are actors and comedians, and we decided to put our binge watching to use.
Every other week, we'll highlight one genre, but 2 movies or TV shows, one old and one new.
And plus, every episode, we'll let you know what's hot and what's not on the countless streaming services.
So sit on that couch indent and grab some popcorn to find out what to watch tonight from yours truly,
the gals of Up Next.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Aaron Shipe, co-host of the Tim and Shipe Show. We're part of the Press Play Podcast Network, and we love talking college football. We talk everything from Florida Gators to the Ohio State Buckeyes. If you like college football, check us out. Thanks.
So here is all the juicy information you need to know about Raya and the Last Dragon. And it's gonna just be me today, because it's my birthday, and I'm special. So, Raya and the Last Dragon you can finally find on Disney Plus for free. It runs about 1 hour and 57 minutes. The directors are Don Hall and Carlos Lopez Estrada. It is starring Kelly Marie Tran as Raya, Aquafina as Sisu, Isaac Wang as Boone, Gemma Chan as Namari, Daniel Day Kim as Benja, and Benedict Wong as Tong. Sandra Oh, obviously in there as Varana, and so many more. The budget for this film is around $150 million, and the description reads, in a realm known as Kumandra, a reimagined Earth inhabited by an ancient civilization, a warrior named Raya is determined to find the last dragon. Now, let's get over to Chase and Lottie.
So we have some wonderful guests joining us tonight to talk about
Raya and the Last Dragon. We are joined by none other than Lottie and Chase Smith.
What's up, people?
We're so excited to have you.
Hi, Lottie.
Yeah, Lottie is my daughter. She is 6 years old, and we have enjoyed Raya and the Last Dragon. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Can you believe today was my first time watching this movie?
I cannot believe it.
Well, that came out earlier in the spring, I think, right?
Mhm.
And that was still kind of in the middle of quarantine, and
Yep.
so we spent the $30 and were able to watch it earlier, and we watched it with.
My 2 cousins and their mom and dad.
Right. So we had some cousins over and we all watched it. And we've had it on a couple times, but really all the way through in like 2 sittings twice.
Heck
Twice,
yeah.
right?
Twice. Well, that's good to know because we've watched it once so far and we are missing out. You're so much better than us right now, Lottie and Chase. But before we talk about this wonderful movie, which we're so excited for, we want to ask you guys, how are you? How was your
Great.
week?
We're-
You're great?
We're doing great. Lottie finished kindergarten and she's in science camp this week.
Oh
my
gosh.
I'll finish tomorrow.
Yay.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
I like
Are you
it.
excited?
Yes, I am excited.
We're excited. It's hard to see a shirt when they're listening to this. Remember?
I like the tie-dye, though. It's super cool.
It's pink and yellow.
Way to
Oh,
describe
it's
it.
pink
Good
and yellow.
job.
I love those colors.
Read to them what the back says.
It's pretty good. Oh, okay. The back of her shirt says Franklin Park Conservatory Summer Camp.
Oh, wow. That's going to be so much fun, Lottie. You're going to learn so many cool things
You're
and
s-
remember this for years.
Yeah, you're so smart.
It's great. It's a nice kind of segue between school and then stuff going on in the summer, and it's half a day. It's a ton of fun. They went to like a water
It's
park.
7 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, we're
And
doing good. How are you guys doing?
congratulations.
I'm doing great as well. Came down with a little allergies, but other than that, thriving. And any other of my seasonal allergy people out there, I'm with you. This
Yes.
sucks.
Yeah,
But we're
isn't
doing
it
it.
like a little scary to have seasonal allergies now, though? Because you're just like, oh my gosh, everything could be COVID, and it's a little terrifying.
Absolutely, 100% yes. I low-key developed hypochondria really badly. But I've been telling myself I'm fine. So
We're doing great. I resonate with all of you people out there. We got this. Allergy season. Let's do
Yes.
it.
Doing great. Doing
Yeah.
great.
I'm in the middle of a move, so there's that going on. Everyone loves moving.
Moving is one of the most stressful times.
It really is.
With 2 kids and 2 people visiting.
That would be really hard.
We're
to
not a
do.
fan of moving over here, if you can't tell.
I do not want to move because I have a too much comfy bed.
Yeah. I feel that, Lottie.
I think I'm
Yeah.
paused.
Well, have either of you watched anything new on TV this week? Is there a show that you're loving?
No, I have not.
Well, that's not true. I've seen you watch something new on YouTube, kids. Who are those 2 girl hosts? What's that channel? I've never seen you watch that before. You forget. She goes through seasons like we all do.
Yeah.
You want to tell them a little bit about what you first watched on YouTube, kids? You remember? She did the Lego Friends, what her name was? Tell them. Oh, now she's going to whisper it to me. LEV Toys. You started watching LEV Toys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you watch after that? You can't whisper to me. But have you watched anything new? Me and Leslie watched The Friends Reunion.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet. I'm
Yep.
really excited to watch it.
You know, it's a great stroll down memory lane. James Corden really tries to ruin it. He tries his hardest to ruin it.
Oh, no.
Not a big James C fan.
Me either. I'm not either.
Tea.
But, you know, it's fun seeing them get together and reminisce and have those fun stories. And you can tell they really do care, I
Yeah.
think. And then it just began a conversation of, oh, well, how did you and your family watch Friends? Or how did you and your family watch Friends? Oh, where were you when this episode happened? Because that was such a huge moment in culture, I feel like it kind of created some of those really fun conversations.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's such a iconic TV show that really unites people. But yeah, I haven't been watching anything new this week except Grey's Anatomy and Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also watched Raya and the Last Dragon. That cute little baby in the background is Monty. I'm introducing Chase's kids now. And aside from Raya and the Last Dragon, I watched on Netflix's Top 10. It's called Flipped. It's
Monty's standing up by
definitely-
himself.
It's made for kids, so if you're a preteen, you'll love it. It's like a notebook for kids. Super cute.
Oh, cool. Hey, we watched something made for kids. Tell them, Lottie, what we watched twice already. Made for kids. Can
What
you tell
is
them?
it?
Can you tell them?
Say it, Lottie.
We watched it twice, and it's called Mitchell versus the Machine.
I still
I
haven't
love
seen
that.
I've been waiting to watch that.
It's
Yeah,
so cute.
It was very fun. Yeah. What did you like about that one, Lottie? I think
Maybe
we
like
like
the dad.
the butterfly formation. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
What was fun about that?
There were 2 families, and one did it first, and they did super good, and the mom did it. But the other family, who's the Mitchells, and the mom was the one on the back, and the dad was the one doing it, and the mom.
Yeah, we laughed a lot about that, and we had to recreate it all the time. It was funny. It was good stuff. Mitchell's versus the Machines.
I do
Lot
it.
of fun.
I
Recommend
did it with
Lottie?
a chair, and I did it on Daddy.
Yep. Oh, they asked you a question.
What?
Do you recommend watching it? I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I will definitely watch that this week, and I'll let Chase know how I thought about it. Okay, to tell you.
Wait, if you would give it a thumbs up or a thumbs in the middle or a thumbs down, would you give it 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs in the middle, 1 thumb up, or how would you rate this movie?
Oh, 2 thumbs up.
Two thumbs up.
All the
2
way up.
thumbs up.
I gotta watch it.
Thank you guys so much, and thank you, Lottie, for letting us to know how to watch Mitchell versus the Machines. I love that movie too. I want to know, Lottie and Chase and her handler, her father, what do you do? What do you like to do in your spare time? What does this a 6-year-old do?
Eat snacks.
Yeah.
But that's
And
one of my
watch
favorite things
TV.
too.
And watch TV.
Father of the Year award.
Oh my God, that's my favorite thing too, though. For real.
Yeah. No, we like to do a lot. We like to
I like to do nothing else.
that.
That's the only thing that I like to do.
Well, you
That
like
is not-
science, right? You're going to science camp, so
Yeah, science camp's great. We like to go to parks, play outside.
I hate playing outside.
Oh my gosh, this is not a good look. Don't. It's not true.
I do
I
not
love
like
that.
going to science camp.
Oh my gosh, you just talked about it for like 3 minutes.
I love kids are so honest. I love it.
I hate playing outside, and I would never like it.
Okay.
Well, Chase, the dad, what do you do and like to do in your
Watch
spare time?
TV and eat candy.
Yeah, I hate playing outside. I don't like really to do. I don't like watching the Cleveland Browns. No, I don't like podcasts. This is actually torture and awful, and I wish I wasn't doing it.
He's lying.
Nope.
He's lying.
Nope. I don't like being silly and doing silly.
He's lying.
Definitely not ticklish.
He's getting tickled.
This is the whole podcast episode.
All right.
See, he's
I
always
love
lying.
Wow, I can't believe that. Besides knowing that Chase is a liar now.
And he hates the outside.
Lottie. Lottie, what do you want to be when you grow up? Is that a heavy question?
Doctor.
Wow. Yes, we
Wow.
love doctors.
A doctor. Aim big. Reach. Do that.
Yeah.
Please.
That's been something she's mentioned for a couple years. Just like she likes doctor kits and takes care of Barbies or.
Cute. Do you let her watch Grey's Anatomy or?
Yeah, we got through it during COVID. Have you ever watched a show with the doctor in it?
I have.
Which one?
Dr. McStuffins.
Oh yeah, you watched that a couple times. Yeah, I don't know. There's a show with a doctor. No, I have a lot of really close friends that are doctors, and so they're like my sister. Her aunt's a nurse, and so it's kind of
Aw.
like yeah. We
She's
talk
around
about
it.
it a lot. I mean, we talk about her uncles and stuff. So yeah, it's cool.
Yay,
That's really
Lottie.
wonderful.
That is.
Oh, you
right.
can?
Now, this is our last
Okay.
question, but it's the hardest question.
All right,
Okay.
I'm ready.
we're ready.
I'm ready.
Who is your favorite Disney movie character?
Well, let's talk about some Disney movies first.
Yeah. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Wow.
No way.
A little recency bias, I would say, but you've watched a lot of Disney movies. You want me to name a couple?
That's my favorite one. Don't name any.
Okay.
Chase, what is your favorite movie? Disney,
My
excuse me.
favorite Disney movie. That's a great question.
Nothing.
No,
It's a
no,
hard
no,
one.
no, no.
Nothing.
It's Frozen, isn't it?
No. It's not
Nothing.
Frozen. Of the newer ones, I really like Moana.
I love
It's-
Moana.
Yeah, we actually we talked about that coming back from Cleveland. The three of us, we just
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
jammed out to Moana. It
So
is
good.
very good. Do Star Wars movies count as Disney? I mean, how what exactly?
Absolutely not.
So you're talking like Angels in the Outfield Disney.
I would say
Not
like
even that.
animated.
I'm talking like
yeah,
Disney
princesses,
princesses.
princes.
Lion King.
So I would say it's a
Pocahontas.
toss up between like the old school Robin Hood and Jungle Book. Probably Robin Hood would be my like.
Oh.
Nothing.
That's
Well, Sword in the
interesting.
Stone. I liked Sword in the Stone too. I would probably say Robin Hood would be my go-to.
I hate that movie.
Oh my gosh.
I love this. We've got some strong opinions coming from
Yeah.
our Lottie.
Yep.
I
So
hate that movie.
We're
It's the worst.
what don't you like about it?
I just don't like it. I don't like any part.
You know what? We hear you, Lottie, loud and clear. So let's get into a movie that you love, since it's your favorite movie, Raya and the Last Dragon. I know you love this movie. So can you explain to our listeners just the summary of what happens in the movie
From the very beginning. Spoil it.
from the very beginning to the
spoil
very
it?
end?
For who?
Yeah, spoiler alert, everyone.
If you haven't seen it, you're about to get spoiled by a 6-year-old. So from the very beginning to the very end, take as long as you need to. We
What
all can
happens?
help, I think.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
want you to be the.
So can we do like sections? You'll do the first part. I'll do another part. And then we'll do the last part.
Yeah. hmm
So Daddy's gonna go first.
Okay, I'll go first. All right. It starts with a young girl putting on her ninja outfit.
Mhm.
and it has this really
Yes.
cool like adventure feel, and she looks super hardcore, and she passes some booby traps, and she gets to the treasure room, and there is this glowing orb, and her father is the guardian, and they fight, and she passes the test. And come to find out that that thing in the middle is this dragon gem that has the power that keeps away and keeps at bay all of this evil spirits that turn people to stone. And her father and her are the guardians of this secret power, and all over their land. Fast forward a couple months, and the father invites all of the land to their palace to try.
Heart.
Yes.
You're correct, to Heart, to try to make everyone unified and one people again,
Which is called Kumandra.
which is called Kumandra. But then what happens once everyone's there, Lottie?
Daddy lives in the middle yet.
It's not the middle yet. Well, can we tag team? Can you take over?
But it's not the middle yet.
Oh, okay. So one of the nations ends up wanting the power for themselves, and the gem breaks, and then all of the nations then get a small piece of the gem. But because the gem isn't whole, the evil spirits are released, and people are turned into stone. 5 years later.
Raya is older. She finds the dragon gem pieces down a river.
And with that dragon piece, who does she summon? Who appears?
A dragon named Sisu.
A dragon named Sisu. You got it.
Sisu.
And then what happens?
And then they found a gem that can turn Sisu into a human.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good.
And then they go on a quest to find all the other broken gem pieces, right?
But Namari, one of the people, shows up from their worst enemy. It's called Fang.
Mm-hmm. Namari is
Yeah.
part of the tribe or nation that backstabbed Raya and her father and caused the gem to break, right? So she's the one that's chasing after them the whole movie. Okay, so keep going.
And she finds out she has Sisu. She finds out that she has Sisu.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets the gem. And then they go to another land to find the next dragon piece.
That's right.
Wait, no.
Uh-huh.
They chase after. Raya has a plan.
Yeah.
The cat and the
And what
girl
happens
take
every time-
water, and there's a shrimp boat in the water, so they hop on
Yeah.
the shrimp boat.
Yeah. Yep. They acquire people to join them on their adventure, don't they? People join their party. You got a little boy, and this is where the movie gets really fun. They introduce all these fun characters and all these fun personalities,
Yeah.
and they just,
Wait, what?
I want to join. That looks like a fun little group, huh?
They get on the shrimp boat, and then they're looking for the next piece. And so they end up in, is it Spine?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they go to Spine.
No, Talon's next.
Oh, Talon.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
with the
Talon
baby.
Spine
The
fan.
and
baby and the
monkeys.
monkey. Yes, they're just the best.
Cute.
Yeah, so they meet another group, which is like a little baby and some monkeys who are so cool and so fun. And they
What does she
help-
call the baby? It's like
Ponji or something?
what I
I
think
don't remember.
the monkeys, but she says, oh, it's like a fake baby, or like a she called the baby something, because the premise is Raya's going to get this gem, and there's this baby that's alone, that's like honestly Monty's age, 10 months old, just crying in the alleyway, and Raya stops to help the baby, and then these 3 like
Ponjis?
goofy monkeys come and take all the dragon pieces that Raya had, and the baby was in on it, and she like pulled her hat down and runs away, and it was like this, I forget what she called that baby, but it was a pretty
Best baby?
She's a
Yeah.
scam artist.
yeah. Anyway,
Can't
yeah.
remember.
Yep. Sorry, Kristina,
Oh,
hijacked
it's okay.
your segment.
But yeah, I do like that character. But the baby and the monkeys help them get the other piece. Oh yeah. So they get that other piece. I just watched it today, so I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, they help them and then they get it, but the dragon, she gets also kind of like apprehended by the chief and almost
Yeah.
gets, is it doomed? Duns? What is that? The blue,
Tong.
the purple.
Oh wait, who?
the purple evil spirit
Droon.
thing.
Droon.
The Droon almost gets him, and then that's when she helps Raya escape from the Droon as well, and so they
Mhm.
hurry up and like leave that place, and then they head on to the next location to get the next dragon stone. And then where do they go? Lottie, where do they go? I can't
Spine.
remember.
I forget.
Spine. Yeah.
Spine. They go to Spine, yes.
Spine.
And so Spine is like this like misty, like snowy place that's kind of like off in the back that I guess have been forgotten about because there's no one really there.
We're being
And then
quiet right now.
It was what?
We're being quiet right now.
Yeah. And then they show up there and they're met by this trap, and they're trapped by this chief that is just by himself and who's very lonely. And then the dragon's like, we should befriend him and be nice to him because it just seems like he's lonely. And then they end up friending him, and he helps them escape because who's the other girl that's chasing them? Lottie?
Namari.
Namari, yeah. So
then she goes back
Namari
to
is chasing
Fang.
after them.
Mm.
And so he helps them escape. And that's when everyone finds out that she's a dragon. Not Raya, but Sisu. Yes.
Sisu saves Raya from
Yeah.
Namari.
Kristen, do you
Luckily.
got what's next?
So Sisu knows, not Sisu. Namari now knows that Sisu is a dragon, and Sisu and Namari shared a moment because Namari is a hardcore dragon lover, like Lottie and I, and I don't know about you two.
Yeah, all right.
And then, I am kind of forgetting what happens next. Do they go to another? They get another gem from the Montes.
Well, so that they have 4 gems at this point,
Mhm.
and then Sisu is like, "Why don't we just go and ask her for it and say we're gonna save the world?" And Raya's like, "No, we
Yes.
gotta get it with strength."
Yes.
And Susu's like, just trust them. Trust that she's going to do the right thing. Because she could see it in her eyes.
Mhm. That was that moment, Kristen, you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, that connection. Yeah.
So Namari and Sisu are at a standoff right now because Raya gave her a gift. She did what Sisu wanted. Sisu this whole time saying, hey, give gifts. People love gifts. And they finally do it, but Raya does not trust Namari, and they both accidentally kill Sisu with a bow. So Sisu falls into the river, and since Sisu was the last remaining dragon that held the water power, all the water was drained from the lands, and the Droon was killing everybody. But the gems that were broken still held power. They were still lighting up, and they could still ward off the Droons. This is the best part of the movie, the end of the movie. Everyone comes together. They all have their stones. Every single faction is holding their stone with pride and power, holding off the Droon, helping the Fang out of their land. And then Raya has the conclusion. You have to trust. The only thing that will save the land is trust. So she gives her gem piece to Namari and says, everyone, give it to Namari. We have to trust her. That's the only way. Sisu knows best. And one by one, they hand off their stone to Namari and turn to stone.
What a crushing moment. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
So sad.
Absolutely.
Hi,
I cried so hard.
Yeah, it's very
Hi.
like the connection that Tong has with that little girl, and like there's a moment when Raya is talking.
I love that part of the movie. It's my favorite.
That's your
to
favorite
Tong,
part?
Me too.
And Tong's the only one that's left alive from his faction, and she
Yes.
looks in Tong's hut, and there's this empty crib, and oh my goodness! And so to see that connection, it was just, and then they get the stone. It was just so touching.
It's so, my heart hurts so
Lottie,
bad.
have you ever cried in a movie?
I have not.
But you ask if me and mommy have cried,
She said
right?
no.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we ever cry in a movie?
Yes, you guys do. Wait, actually, I've cried twice.
Yeah, we'll keep it at twice. I've only cried twice. That's
That's okay.
honestly, I cried like 4 times
Yeah, I
in
do
Mitchell
too.
versus the Machines.
I think it's important.
I watched that one with Lottie on my lap, and it was just a lot of father-daughter stuff, and I was like, oh, a hard one to watch with her.
Well, I think we did a perfect recap of the summary. So, Lottie, who's your favorite character in Raya?
The dragon.
Sisu?
Sisu?
All the dragons.
All the dragons.
All of them.
It's really cool how like all of them have like different colors
and
and different powers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to wrap my head around Sisu. It almost took me out of the movie.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yes.
Hi.
I just felt like it had this really cool adventure like vibe, and Sisu's like super cartoony, and it like I had to recalibrate my expectations, and it was a different vibe, and it took me a minute. It almost took me out of the movie.
It took me a second too, and then I was like, who is the voice actor for this? And I didn't realize it was Aquafina.
I knew right away, immediately. I felt like that was like so Raya doesn't look anything like Maria, the person who voices her. Correct? Her name is Maria, right?
I believe so.
Like I don't.
I have it right here. Yeah, it's Kelly. Kelly Marie.
She did Croods 2, A New Age as well, and I feel like they don't have that much of a striking resemblance as Sisu does to Aquafina.
Yes, they made Sisu look exactly like Aquafina. That is very correct. They said you're gonna be known,
which is fine. I mean, she's brilliant. It just.
Lottie, what was your favorite part of the movie?
The last part.
That was my favorite part too.
The last part?
I mean, the first part.
What happens in the last part?
The very first part. Very first part.
Which part? When she's trying to get her toe on the inner circle?
All the first part.
All the first part.
Okay, then what's the moment that you laughed the hardest in the movie?
The middle.
In the middle. What happened? Was it Sisu? Or was it the baby and the monkeys?
Baby and monkey.
Yeah.
Bye, Lottie.
Peace.
Thank you.
Bye.
Lottie, thank you.
Can you say bye?
Good job, sweetie.
You did such a great job.
She did so good.
Bye.
Okay, Lottie went to bed.
Oh my gosh. And if you could hear, she yelled back, "I'm not going to bed."
Well, Lottie went to bed, so while Lottie is gone, Chase will just wrap up the Raya and the Last Dragon with you.
Let's do it.
I know you have some strong opinions. So, what did you learn from this movie?
I loved the whole theme is, trust someone even if they've hurt you, or look at the best in someone even if they've wronged you, and I really resonate with that. I sometimes trust people to a fault and tend to be like overly optimistic. And so as Sisu is like, "Oh, you just gotta do this," I'm like, "Yes, that's yes, do that. Treat people that way."
Absolutely.
Partly because like I want people to treat me that way, even if, and I have hurt people, obviously unintentionally, and like it's just because no one is perfect, and you're gonna hurt someone sometime. Like it's just that's how it is. Like, man, I want someone to give me another chance, or I want someone to like still be nice to me even when I don't deserve it. And so I love that message. I loved the message that, hey, even though we're all different, we can all still live in peace and harmony. And it was cool to see it presented. And here's the thing, like Disney with some of these movies, they're tapping into a lot of like these cultural like traditions that, I mean, they sound like they could be real. Like I know we touched on Moana a little bit, like how, and I just don't know that much about different cultures and kind of like some of their like traditions and their legends. I don't know if this is an original story. Do either of you know?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
No idea. Yeah.
Well, so yeah, it was
very good.
Super fun. And it was cool to see. Raya is just so BA. Like she is just hardcore, and it is so cool to see her do that. It was really cool. The movie's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Like some of like the
so beautiful. The animation, the voice acting was phenomenal. Like there's this part where Namari, she's like riding with her pack on the cats or whatever, and like when you ride a horse, like your body moves a certain way, and you could see their bodies move in the way that you would ride a horse or like an animal or something like that, and it looked so real and so
such a flex. And I think this is the most beautiful movie Disney's ever done. I think it's better than Frozen 2. I think it's better than Moana. And I think they really tried with Frozen 2 to say, "Oh, look at this." But this is just it is absolutely stunning. Some of the shots that they don't need, but they're just like, "Yeah, we're going to throw this shot of Raya surrounded by ruins," or it was just so much fun, and it's beautiful to watch. It really is.
I just got like goosebumps thinking about just the work that they put into that is phenomenal.
That's a hot take saying that's better than Moana, but
well, I think
it is good.
It looks better than Moana.
The animation I have to agree with
Yes.
Chase because the animation is so good compared to
It's
what Moana was. And like I feel like if they did Moana now, it would look like Raya. But like how
mhm.
technology changes and how like people in their art, they get better at that. I feel so do the movies and like yeah.
I don't know who talked about the style of animation that's like Polar Express where it's creepy and weird, but then there's like this other animation. Where is that from?
I don't
I don't
know.
remember, but they've somehow found the middle ground of like animation and this. It looks just amazing. But
Hi, Lottie.
yeah,
Hi.
I gotta get going. I think.
But before you go, since Lottie's back too, let's just rate the movie out of 1 out of 10. How many K's does it get? 1 out of 10.
10.
10.
10.
10.
All right.
Yes.
Actually, 5.
Chase.
Whoa,
5,
actually
5, 5,
5.
5, 5, 5.
Uh,
I
Why
thought this
the-
was your favorite movie.
6.
Oh, okay.
6, 6, 6.
We're gonna go with 10.
Okay.
I would give this a 7.2.
Interesting. You guys are low with your
Yeah,
ratings.
I'm really generous with my ratings.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 because I cried so much.
Well, you heard it here. That's our ratings for the movie. Some more generous than others, but
Hey.
either way, thank you so much, Chase and Lottie, for joining us to discuss
Thank
Raya.
you. You guys are awesome. Love the show. Love what you're doing, and it's my go-to TV show and movie podcast. You guys rock.
Thank you, Chase.
Heck
Thank you,
yeah.
Lottie.
Are we unplugging our
Interlude. Chase and
headphones?
Lottie
Bye,
have to
Lottie.
go
See
to
ya.
bed. But Kristina and I still want to let you guys know a little bit more about Raya and the Last Dragon. And we want to talk about it a little bit ourselves too. So, Kristina, I need to know how you actually felt about this movie.
Oh, so I absolutely love this movie. I thought it was perfect in almost every single way. Like the storyline, the animation, the voice acting. I do have to like I was talking about how I agreed with Chase a little bit about like I got thrown out just for like a second whenever the dragon showed up.
That's crazy. I thought I was in love every second that Sisu was on
Sisu?
that screen. Yeah.
So it was at the very beginning though when I was thrown off, and then I was like, I was trying to figure out who the voice actor was, and I think that's why, because I was like, I
Oh.
recognize this voice and I can't place it,
Yes.
and then I realized it was Aquafina, and I was like, oh, that's why. And I think that threw me out for like a second, but I fell in love with the dragon. I don't think she was my favorite. I think Raya was absolutely my favorite.
Interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I absolutely agree. I think Sisu, I feel like Sisu was made to be people's favorite. It did not play out that way for me either. I mean, although I love Sisu and like, I do like Aquafina and I love like Sisu's values that she did teach kids in the movie. I think my favorite was still Raya as well. And I did not like Namari, obviously, because of the film, but like Namari was a great character as well. So you could tell that she wanted to be good, but she couldn't because of her parents.
Yeah, I feel that. And like at the very beginning, I was like, oh, wow, like this is so beautiful. Like, you know, these two younger generations, they're going to come together, you know, and
Yeah.
help save like their lands and come together and be friends. And then she like stabbed Raya in the back
Mm-hmm.
and was like, haha, just kidding.
I knew it was gonna happen though. I did.
I
I'm
was
not
like,
gonna lie.
well, I knew something was gonna happen, but I didn't. I thought like the little girl was gonna like I thought the little girl was being used too. You know, I thought like maybe their family was gonna use them, like the younger generation, to get back at each other,
Nasty.
and that's what I thought was gonna happen. And I was like, oh, she did not just do that.
No, she did not. And that she did. And it was actually really nasty. And it makes everyone hate Namari. But she is a really great character.
And that's why like Raya has like such a problem trusting people because she trusted her.
Yes.
She showed her the most sacred thing, the most important thing to her. And then they tore each other apart, the Dragonstone apart,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so that they could get a piece of it.
Yeah. I think for like values, Raya kind of shares values with like a bunch of people in the world today. I feel like everyone has trust issues. I was conflicted because I was like, oh yes, I'm so happy Raya learned that you can't trust people at such an early young age. But that also like steals your childhood. She's a child and gets completely like, you know, her trust is broken at a young age. And now for her the rest of her life, she's growing up without a dad and not trusting a single person. But it's also like hundreds of years of these people fighting against each other. And I think it was it's like half and half. Like I feel like it did show a good lesson. Yeah, it did show a good lesson of like not trusting people, but also having to have that trust in people again. So you can't just take one thing that happened to you one time that ruined your trust for people and use that for every single person you come and encounter with in life. But I'm kind of on the other aspect where I think, yes, you should kind of keep that trust at bay, and people have to earn your trust. So I don't know if I agree with the message of like trusting absolutely everyone, but I do agree with saying, give people second chances and learn to trust again.
Yeah. I mean, I also believe in like not really like putting up a wall until you have to.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to trust people. Like if I just met you, I'm not going to be like, here, I'm going to give you my credit card and all of that, like trust you like that, but I am going to trust them to an extent.
Yes.
And also there's this quote that Sisu says, it's the world's broken because you can't trust anyone. And I was like, man, like that's good, because they talk about like how the world's just messed up and how people just don't trust each other. Like they're two separate things. And then she says like the world's broken because you can't trust anyone. And at the very end, they really have to trust in each other to come together to fix what has been broken.
Yeah.
So
in the movie, we have the Kumandra, which is what they want to be together. They want to be together again, which Kumandra is the dragon. And they were separated into 5 different factions: the spine, the tail, the heart, the talon, and the fang. And all the adults were trying to get this stone, right? Which the heart is just trying to keep peace. But it just goes to show that it's all the adults, aside from Namari, who's just a conniving kid. All these adults are just trying to get eternal happiness with this one stone and get it for themselves, and just like push everyone else away, even though that's like family. I really like how they portrayed it in the movie, because it plays into more about trusting, because not only did they have to trust each other and like this dragon to save their lives, but they also had to come together, all 5 factions, which is why Raya got a person from every faction besides the one that was dead. And it was just perfect. I absolutely loved it.
except the one that was dead.
Yeah, you remember she went into the one where they had a bunch of ropes and there was one woman sitting in the middle. She surrounded herself. She killed herself because she surrounded herself with like
yes,
traps.
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah. She let it consume her.
Even that, like imagine like just letting death consume you just to have what's rightfully yours.
The power. Yeah.
Like that's so stupid. But it's what we deal with today. Power.
It really is. Like people would rather die holding the power than giving it up and living.
Ugh.
Wow.
Great lessons, honestly.
It really is. This is a really good like movie to watch and like learn something from, because I feel like even it doesn't matter like how old you are, as long as you can retain that information, you're definitely going to learn something from this movie. And I think that is so important, especially when you're watching animation and like movies like this with your children, that they're learning something from those things. Like I think like when we grew up doing Disney, like watching Disney movies, like I don't think I learned those same lessons as I do now.
No.
Like there were no like layers within those movies like that.
Because like even just that's a really good point. Like if thinking of like the Little Mermaid, what's the lesson? Go have a good voice and then you'll get a man. Like, okay.
It was all about a man. It was all about a man. It was about a woman needing a man to save her, to help her.
Sleeping Beauty.
And
kiss me so I can wake up.
Exactly. There's like no lesson. It's just like this damsel in distress. And like now we're getting these movies who have meat, they have layers, they have characters, they have development. And I think that's so important. It tells like how we are growing as like people and like as a society. And like we're telling stories that are not just a blanket, like a wet blanket, where it's inclusive to like everyone.
That's so true. Yeah. Like, thinking back.
Sorry, I could talk about this forever.
I mean, it's good. It's like something that people should realize, because I feel like a lot of people don't. I didn't. So I'm thankful for that information. Most movies, even just like growing up, we had The Lion King, which was probably the most diverse movie. growing up because it was animals and like not people. So it wasn't white because there wasn't people in it. And then we had Pocahontas, which was still just settled around a white man. Yeah. And now we have movies like Moana and Raya and The Last Dragon. And we have all these new princesses that we can like, that children can look up to on their like TV shows. So I think it's a very good thing that people need to realize and notice that things are evolving in good. So like kids should be learning this. Kids should be knowing that power isn't the only thing that will give you happiness. Just having this power in your fingertips isn't going to make you happy. You're going to die in a little trap that you set of yourself, like that one woman.
No, I think that's, yeah. Everything you just said, I love that.
Tell your kids, guys. If you have kids,
yeah,
give them these good Disney movies that are coming out now.
Yeah. And like that's why we wanted to have Lottie and Chase come on, because we wanted to like hear from someone who's growing up watching these movies and like what they think. Yeah, but that's why we want to have Lottie on here to just talk about Raya and the Last Dragon and why she loves it, and just to talk about it with us, because like having someone who's growing up listening to that right now and watching that right now, I think that's important. And so we're just so happy that Lottie and Chase were available to speak with us tonight.
Yes.
And to tell us what they thought about this magnificent movie.
Isn't it so cute that Lottie's favorite movie is already Raya and the Last Dragon? That's so cute. And it just goes to show you how good this movie is, and it does showcase Asian people. So
yeah,
it's based off of Southeast Asia.
Yeah, Southeast Asia.
Yeah, the movie is completely inspired by Southeast Asia.
And it's so beautiful.
So pretty.
It makes me want to go and just like explore the world.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like they took so much inspiration. And they had so many people who come from different backgrounds on this film, which I think is so important as well. That you have people who are from that culture working on that movie.
Yes. Hence, even just the cast of the
voice actors.
The voice actors, yeah. Every single voice actor is of Asian descent. So
except for the one and only Tuk Tuk.
No way.
Who is none other than
Alan.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How do you say his last name? Tudyk? I can't remember how to say it. Sorry, everyone. You know, because he's like the rooster of Moana. He is like, you know, he's the guy from Juilliard who does animal voices. On animation. And from Firefly and A Knight's Tale. He's fantastic.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't even notice that. I was like scrolling through the IMDb. You know, every single person has their, you know, we got Wangs, Chan, Wong, Shu.
Sandra Oh, my girl. I love her so much.
And then we have an Alan. I didn't even notice it. Alan in the middle of all these.
And Daniel Kim. Ugh.
Yeah, everyone's absolutely amazing. Truly, everyone needs to watch this ASAP. Like, run to your TV, go on Disney Plus, and watch this amazing movie. It's free now. You don't have to pay for it anymore. It is free. Yeah. And please definitely watch it.
Real quick, did you get Avatar: The Last Airbender vibes?
Okay.
There are certain things that I was like, somebody is a fan of.
Oh.
Last Airbender, and somebody worked on this, because I feel like some things were taken like from love, not like stolen, but like inspired by. Because the first opening scene of Raya, you see like certain characteristics from Katara.
Interesting.
Like her hair things and like the color and like a little bit of the style. And it could just be because both of those shows have been inspired by Southeast Asia. That could be another reason, but also Boone.
Yeah.
There's like this character in Avatar: The Last Airbender who's also like, hey, that's my brother over there, and he plays the same person.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, that's just like in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like that person plays the same person, and it's like a running joke. He's like, oh, that's my brother, that's my cousin, but it's just him.
Oh my God,
playing the same people.
That's so cute. I did not notice that. That's a good thing to know. Hey, okay, people, streamers, when you're watching it, let us know if you get some Avatar vibes. I did not recognize or notice that, but that could be a very strong possibility.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite animations of all time is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've seen the seasons like probably like 5 times.
Oh my God, I love that.
But now Raya and the Last Dragon might be my new favorite Disney movie.
Hey, mine is still Moana for right now, but you know, if I watch it again, I probably will love it even more. So we'll see tomorrow after I watch it again.
I'm definitely going to watch this again. And I hope you guys too, like watch it and then watch it again just to like maybe catch some things you didn't see before.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to too as well.
Thanks for listening to us.
But before we go, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends and your foes, and obviously rate your new favorite podcast up next.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and sometimes Facebook. And definitely be sure to check out all the other podcasts on the Press Play Podcast Network. Bye!